When did doing exactly what you were told lead to someone's death? I was in 4th grade when my grandpa moved in after Grandma died. My dad worked nights at the factory and slept during the day, and there was one rule carved into stone. Never wake him unless the house was on fire. Grandpa never let me forget it. He'd block my way to Dad's room saying, "Your dad needs his sleep. Come watch TV with me." It didn't feel like an invite. It felt like a door shutting behind me. Every afternoon became a trap. He always found a way to keep me close, patting the couch next to him, sliding closer if I sat too far, resting his hand on my knee while cartoons played. If I tried to leave, he'd lean on the rule like it was a wall. "Don't wake your dad." And I'd turn back, swallowing whatever I wanted to say. Who would believe a kid over a grieving old man? The dress day happened on a Tuesday. He called the school pretending I was sick and brought me home. From the hall closet, he pulled out a pink dress I'd worn when I was 6, lace yellowed, and bow crushed. "Your grandma loved this one," he said. "Put it on so we can take pictures." I backed away, saying it didn't fit, but he grabbed my wrist and made me stand under bright lights while he snapped photo after photo, telling me to smile. I stood hollow, running through 100 ways to make him stop. But I was small, and he was big, so I waited. What he didn't know about 4th graders is that we learn fast. That month in Girl Scouts, Mrs. Peterson taught us CPR, stroke, and heart attack signs, and how minutes can mean life or death. She explained how brain cells start dying after 4 minutes without oxygen, and after 10, even if you're saved, you're changed forever. I kept that lesson in my back pocket, a secret card to play if I ever needed it. 3 weeks later, I was doing math homework when I heard a wet, choking sound from his recliner. He was bent forward, one hand on his stomach, face going gray as he vomited into the trash can. The sour smell filled the room. His hand clutched his chest, his arm went limp, and his eyes locked on mine. "Get your dad," he wheezed. Mrs. Peterson's voice ran through my head, chest pain, trouble breathing, pain down the arm, classic heart attack. The good thing to do was call 911 and start CPR. Instead, I walked to Dad's door and knocked so lightly it wouldn't wake him, then came back. "He won't wake up," I told Grandpa. His eyes widened as he reached for the phone. I slid it just out of reach. "You told me never to wake Dad," I said, giving him the same smile he used to give me when no one else was looking. He tried to talk, but only broken sounds came out. The power in the room shifted. He wasn't the man blocking doorways anymore. He was just an old man whose heart was giving out, and I was the only one who knew exactly how long he had. 1 minute, 2, 3, as the vein in his forehead throbbed. 4 minutes, the start of brain damage. 5, and his eyes rolled white. 6, and I knocked on Dad's door just a little louder, knowing the earplugs would block it. "Dad," I called softly. No answer. By 7 minutes, Grandpa's head was slumped, his mouth slack. At 8, I knocked like I would if I needed lunch money. Dad groaned from inside, telling me to go away. "Okay," I said, returning to my math homework. 3 more problems later, his breathing stopped. 20 minutes after it started, Dad came out to use the bathroom. He saw Grandpa slumped in the chair and rushed over, shouting for me to call 911. Paramedics stormed in, working on him, until one shook his head. At the hospital, the doctor told Dad it was a massive heart attack. With how long it had been, there was nothing anyone could have done. "These things happen fast," he said. In the waiting room, Dad's voice cracked. "Why didn't you wake me when you heard him?" I folded my hands and gave him the same calm face I'd practiced so many times. "You told me never to wake. You unless the house was on fire," I said softly. "I knocked, but you told me to let him sleep. Grandpa always said the same." The truth? I'd rehearsed that moment for weeks. Full story on the channel. Link below, click now and watch what happened next.